everybody, and welcome back to another Pilates class. Today we are going to do another full body Pilates class. We're going to start with a warm-up, continue into our sequence, and finishing off with a static stretch. Well done for continually looking after your bodies. Let's get straight into it. We're going to be starting in a seated position in the center of our mats. I want you to extend your left leg out in front of you, tucking that right leg into your groin, lengthening that spine, sucking belly to spine. We're going to inhale, and on that exhale, reaching right hand over towards your left ankle, reaching as far as you can, and inhale, center. We're going to do 5 of these, reaching and inhale, center. That's 2. Allow that body to stretch as you're reaching over. You are pushing that right glute into the floor to allow that right side of your body to stretch out. And on the last one, I want you to reach and hold. Try and get that arm right over as far as you can go. And from here, we're going to rotate our bodies, reaching in a circular motion over towards the other side. And same thing, we're going to change over those legs. Inhale and exhale, reaching over. Just use this time to allow that body to loosen up and to warm up. Give it the flexibility and the mobility that it needs so that we can get into those activations. And inhale, exhale, reach. And this is the last one. And again, we're going to hold, reaching as far as we can go, and slowly reaching across and rounding that body over to the other side. From here, we're going to turn over onto our all fours, lengthening those arms comfortably under those shoulders. We're slowly going to lift those hips up towards the ceiling, and you're going to slowly rotate that tailbone, pushing that left heel into the ground. And we're going to inhale, exhale, extend that right leg up towards the ceiling, and slowly tucking it in, pushing that spine up towards the ceiling and back. And we're doing 5 of these. That's 2. And extend. And 3. Keep going. And 4. You should feel a stretch going down that left leg. And 5. And slowly dropping down to do that same thing. And extend, and tucking in, and extend, and tucking in. That's 2, and 3, and 4. Keep going, and 5, and dropping that leg down, walking those calves out, just alternating between pushing those heels into the ground. Now just bringing that head through those arms, allowing those shoulders to stretch out, pushing yourself down towards the floor, and slowly leaning forward to open that chest, bringing pelvis towards the floor, and leaning back into rest position, and slowly back over to open that chest, bringing that pelvis towards the floor again. We're going to turn over onto our left hand side, just interlacing those ankles, making sure those ankles, hips and shoulders are all aligned. Your fingers are facing away from that body. We're going to open that chest. We're going to inhale, and on that exhale, lifting those hips up towards the ceiling and reaching over. Allow that body to stretch, and back to seated. And that's one. We're doing 5 of these, reaching over and back. That's 2. Inhale, exhale, reach. That's 3. Inhale, exhale, reach. And last one. Inhale, exhale, reach. And we're going to stay there if you can for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly down. We're turning over to do that same thing. Fingers facing away from the body, interlacing those ankles and placing them in line with those hips and shoulders, lengthening that spine, opening that chest. Inhale, exhale, reaching over, and inhale back. Making sure you're stabilizing with that core and reach. That's 2. Making sure you are maintaining good stability into that scap, keeping those shoulders away from your ears. And we've got one more after this one. And we're holding for 10 seconds if you can. If you struggle a little bit, you can hold for 5 and drop down. Let's go for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly down. From here, rotating that body over onto your tummies, interlacing our hands comfortably behind our heads, neck in neutral and facing the floor, pointing those toes. We're going to inhale, and on that exhale, extend arms and legs off up towards the ceiling and holding for 10, 9, keep going, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, dropping and rotating your head to face the left hand side. Inhale, exhale, extend to look forward and slowly rotate to look towards the right hand side. Inhale, exhale, extend and back to left. One more on each side. Inhale, exhale, extend. Inhale down. Exhale, extend. Inhale down. And we're going to lift and hold for 10 seconds. Inhale, exhale, lift, looking in front of you and holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly coming back down, placing your hands on your glutes. I want you to activate that core, lifting legs off the ground. From here, we're going to just bring our legs away from each other, then back to center, while we're maintaining that back extension and keeping those knees off the ground. Let's inhale, exhale, extend across and back in. And that's 2, back to center. I want you to feel that glute activation. While we're doing that, we're still drawing our shoulder blades down our back and squeezing our shoulder blades together, core tight. And let's do 3 more. Exhale out, inhale, center. That's 1 and 2. From here, we're going straight into swimming, bringing arms overhead, palms facing the floor, and let's go. Dropping alternate arms and legs for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lowering your arms down and lifting yourself into rest position, pushing those shoulders into the ground and lifting back up into all fours. I want you to get into that neutral position. I'm sure by now we know exactly where our hands and knees need to be, making sure that pelvis is in that neutral position, drawing belly to spine. We're going to lift our spine up towards the ceiling, allowing that back to stretch out and opening that chest as we bring our pelvis back to neutral and rotating back up, pushing yourself up and opening that chest back to neutral, leaning back down into rest position. Let's lift back up. We're going to inhale, and on that exhale, lift right knee off the floor and then left knee, drawing the scaps down the back. If you struggle in this position, you can stay in an all fours position or get into a knee in plank position like that. But let's lift and hold, sucking in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly dropping those knees down, leaning back into rest position. We're going to do that one more time. It's up to you as to whether you want your knees off the floor or just to have a knee in extended plank position. Just make sure you are activating correctly and you are not compromising your lower back or neck by your posture. Let's inhale, exhale, right leg up, then left leg, and holding, sucking belly to spine, drawing the scaps down that back, neck in neutral for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right leg in, left leg in. I want us to lift that right leg off the ground. Your wrists are under your shoulders, knees are under hips. Keep going, everyone. We're lifting right leg into the air. From here, we are just bending and extending that knee for 6 counts before we do another 6 counts with that arm off the floor. That's 3. While you're doing this, you are aligning that body as much as you can. Neck is in neutral, drawing shoulders down that back. Now we're slowly going to lift left arm off the floor to do another 6 bending extension movements. That's 2 and 3. Keep going. And 4. Squeezing that right glute max. 5 and holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Inhale, exhale, lift left leg off the ground, and we are bending and extending for 6 counts. Inhale, exhale, bend and extend. That's 1. And while you're doing this, I want you to get some ankle mobility as you're working, pointing and flexing that ankle as we are bending and extending that leg. Let's do 2 more before we lift that right hand off the floor and extending and lift that right hand. Inhale. Got to work really hard to keep that balance. And 1. Focus on where you should be feeling that activation and work extra hard to make sure that you're maintaining that good activation. And let's do 3 more. And 1 and 2 and 3 and holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dropping down and leaning into that rest position. for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lifting back up. I want you to bring those knees slightly outside those hips into an extended knee in plank position. We're going to inhale, and on that exhale, lowering your chest down towards the floor and slowly back up. Then we're going to alternate right hand chest touch, left hand chest touch into push up. While we're doing this, making sure that we are activating those glute max muscles, keeping chest open. That's 2. We're doing 6 push-ups, alternating between chest touches. If you are feeling a little bit stronger, you can do this with your knees up. That's 3 and 4. Making sure you're not slanting from side to side as you chest touching. Last one. And lifting up, leaning into that rest position. Walking those hands over towards the left hand side, pushing that rib in towards the right hand wall, allowing that stretch, and slowly walking yourself over towards the other side, back to center. Let's get into a seated position, lengthening that spine. We're going to do some rolling like a ball. Let's bring those knees towards the chest, placing our hands on our shins, lengthening that spine, slowly hovering those knees off the floor. Let's inhale, exhale, rolling yourself down and slowly back up. As we're lifting back up, we're lengthening that spine and activating that core. Let's do 4 more. Inhale, exhale, rolling down and slowly back up. Use your core to control going down and up, but also that articulation of that spine. We've got 3 more, and that's 1. Core tight, and 2. Last one, and 3. From here, extending those legs and holding, pointing those toes. Let's inhale. We're going to do just 3 of these with our legs straight, back straight, slowly rounding that back down to roll over and slowly back up. That's 1 and 2. Articulating that spine. And last one. And 3. Bringing those legs back. From here, we are going to place our hands comfortably behind our body, fingers facing away from the body, lifting those legs into tabletop, and we're slowly toe tapping. Go as low as you feel comfortable. Your hands are slightly larger than shoulder width apart. You're going to inhale, exhale, toe tap. That's 1 and 2. Alternating from side to side, sucking belly to spine as we're working. And let's do another 2 on each side. That's 1. Keep going. And 2. From here, we are straight leg lowering. That's 1. Keep going, core tight. And 3. We're doing 8 before we do double leg toe taps. 4. Sucking belly to spine. And into double leg toe taps. Inhale, exhale, toe tap. While you're doing this, you're going to want to brace that back and that tummy. Try to activate, lengthen that spine and control. That's 3. Core tight. 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, and down, hugging knee to chest and lengthening, and slowly bringing those hands back behind you. Last little exercise in this position, we're going to lean as far down as you can. If you feel more comfortable, you can put your elbows on the floor. We're going to inhale, and on that exhale, lift those knees, those feet off the ground, and we are going to do little mini bicycle circles, lengthening and lowering as we lift, lengthen and lower the alternate leg. We bend the other one. Let's keep going. Keep going. And let's go for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing those legs back and slowly dropping them onto the floor and lowering yourself down onto the mat. Feet are a fist width apart and a foot and a half away from your glutes, sucking belly to spine, sucking in that pelvic floor. Inhaling, exhaling, rotating that pelvis and lifting it up towards the ceiling, squeezing those glutes. Inhale, exhale, lowering down. I want you to feel that spinal articulation as you are lifting and lowering that pelvis. And all the way back down. Let's do 2 more. Slow and controlled, feeling the movement of that spine, using your core and glutes to activate. And on that last one, we're going to stay in the air, lifting up, squeezing glutes, making sure those knees aren't falling out, palms facing each other and arms extended up towards the ceiling. Let's lift that left leg into tabletop. Inhale, exhale, left leg toe tap as we open those arms towards the floor. That's 1. Core tight, making sure that those hips are aligned. 3 and 4. Keep going. And 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Arms come up to center, going overhead and extending those knees, aligning them and holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dropping that leg down, lifting the right leg, arms up towards the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, toe tap while we lower those arms. That's 1. Inhale up, exhale down. 2 and 3. Keep going. 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Bringing arms overhead, extending and holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bringing arms to your sides, dropping that leg, lifting those hips to slowly roll back to starting point. Inhale, exhale, rolling those hips back up, squeezing those glutes. Knees are aligned. We're going to inhale and exhale, bring those knees away from each other, then back to center, squeezing those glutes and maintaining that hip height as we are bringing those knees away. That's 3 and 4 and 5. Keep going. We're doing 10, 6, 7, 8. Keep going. 9 and 10. Lifting those hips to slowly roll back down onto the floor. We're going to extend left leg, lifting that right leg up towards the ceiling and placing our hands behind our calves. We're just going to bring that knee towards the chest to stretch out. Well done, everyone. We are going into our cool down, our static stretch. Let's just hold, bring that knee as close to your chest as you can. Now we're pointing those toes towards our nose to allow burning down that back of your calf. So let's keep going and taking that ankle, placing it on the opposite knee and hugging that knee towards your chest for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extending that leg down and extending your left leg up towards the ceiling and holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Pointing those toes and holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hugging that knee to chest as you place your left ankle on your right knee and holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly dropping those feet back to supine position. Well done, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that Pilates class. As I said, keep up the good work. It is so important to do regular exercise and maintain that mobility and flexibility as well as your strength. So keep it up and I will see you soon.